Hello, I'm Kristy with GPS Dairy Consulting, and I'm here this week to talk about tips on resolving conflict. Oh, a topic that so many of us would rather just go away and or be one that we really didn't want to have to deal with, right? But I'm here to talk about a few ways that hopefully will help you as a manager, as a leader within your organization, on how to help with resolving conflict. So the first area that I want to talk about is being proactive. That might sound like, why would we want to do that with resolving conflict? The reality is when conflict arises, we need to deal with it. We need to address it, and we need to be proactive when it comes to that. Recently, at one of our herd manager retreats, I had a manager share his rule of thumb as it related to dealing with conflict as it would arise on their farm. And their rule of thumb is that within 48 hours, they will deal with the conflict in some fashion, at least to get it acknowledged and not to brush it under the rug. So when you think about when conflict arises on your farm or within your business, are you being proactive? It's one of the most critical things to do when it comes to dealing with conflict. The second area and tip that I want to talk a little bit about when it comes to resolving conflict is using your listening skills, and that as a communication skill that you can utilize. As conflict arises, one of the things that leaders and managers need to do is they need to understand the facts of what has taken place with that conflict or that situation and or that concern that an employee has. And the best skill of communication that we can utilize is our listening skills. So if we have two employees who have the situation, we want to sit down individually with them and sometimes, and most importantly, with both of them and listen to what it is they believe is what took place. When we maximize and use our listening skills around that, that will allow us to better understand what really did or potentially took place. Also, that employee will feel like they have been heard. And that is a big part of helping to resolve the conflict once you understand what took place. The third tip that I want to share a bit about is around the WIIFM factor, the WIIFM factor. What's in it for me? When you have done your work as a manager, as a leader within the organization to best understand the conflict that's taken place, and now you're going to help to resolve that conflict, one of the things to keep in mind is the WIIFM. If you're the employee, they're going to want to know what's in it for me, which is what is WIIFM. So if you're going to talk to that employee about specifically what's going to come of the situation and the conflict that arose, look at it from their lens. Think about it, how they are going to receive and hear what it is you have to say. How are they going to feel about what you see is the resolution to the conflict? So if you have an employee that is frustrated with another individual who they work with, how is it that you're going to help that situation? How is it that both of those individuals are going to feel better after you share with them how to move forward? So again, think about it in the context of their lens, how they are going to receive that information. WIIFM is actually quite honestly used most frequently in the sales process. It's very much used in marketing, and it's also used around change management. When we think about it in the context of conflict resolution, what we're doing is we're spinning that table. We're spinning the table in regards to how they will receive how to resolve that conflict. So I will elaborate more on that in a future vlog, but at this time, as we think about the tips in resolving conflict, we want to be very mindful of being proactive, using our listening skills, and also the WIIFM factor. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to a future vlog with you.